Welcome to the Monday Night War. I am Luco and DAD representing Monday Night Raw.
And I'm Ollie Davis, making it rain on Money Nights, representing ECW Monday Night Smash.
And we are playing MyGM mode on WWE 2K25. This is week number 7. And you are still number 1 and just slightly pulling ahead here.
Slightly pulling ahead. I'm over 100,000 fans more than CM Junk at number 4, and I'm beating you by a quarter of 100,000.
Yeah, and Ava's just there.
Ava's there doing
She doesn't have a
thing.
men's champion.
Oh, yeah. What?
What happened to her men's champion?
It's just Ava and Becky.
And Becky's injured. Does she have no champions at the moment?
Did a contract expire and she had to get rid of them?
I don't know. Who knows what Ava is doing, but I do know what we're doing. You are booking first.
I'm booking first, and so far my strategy has been spend loads of money. Watch out! My strategy so far has been booking wrestling psychology secondary.
Yes, out the window.
Buying fans. Fraudulent charities. And ridiculous stipulation matches for short-term gain, not long-term gain. Because this, Luke, is a sprint, not a marathon.
So, I am listening to White Noise, White Heat by Elbow.
Elbow, Spanish Archer.
Do you want to explain that one?
Well, it's a Spanish Archer. Elbow. So I don't know.
Do you know that one, Ben?
I don't know if the mic's working because Ben didn't laugh at the joke.
Do you know that joke?
What was the joke?
Elbow, the band. Spanish Archer. Elbow.
What was the joke?
I just said the joke.
Oh, that was the joke.
Courtney would laugh.
I don't think she would.
Yes, she wouldn't.
Yeah, so it would be White Noise, White Heat by Elbow, and then Pulse by the Mad Capsule Markets.
The Mad Capsule Markets Moss. Right, here we go. You ready? And we're off. As usual, 3 seconds gets eaten up by graphics. Where was that? No, I was going to do it this week. You said I had a week. ECW has been the pits for me this... Bron? Major decrease? Kit! I've had enough crap. Working at ECW has been a complete joke. The only way you can convince me to say is but with a 100k bonus. The consequences of my actions. But I've been keeping everyone happy. Kit is having frequent trouble with stamina. Do you go right away? I'm ready to walk out right now. Okay, Kit, I don't want you leaving ECW. All right, well, that $100,000 that I would have spent on better advertising, I gave you a match. Oh, that was last week. Completed. Okay. Failed. His next show appearance, right, it wasn't next week. Oh, God's sake. Right, Triple H, what's that for? Pre-match physio? That's really good. But I want to blow off this Kit pretty deadly feud. So let's book the main event. The main event is going to be Big Boy Gunther versus Sami Zayn in a title match. We're going all out there. And do we blow it off? No, because I've not got enough money. Okay, it's going to be a more cheaper show than normal. Thanks, Kit. This will be a tag team match, normal, of Pretty Deadly versus Fraxium to blow off their feud. Oh, these are going to be very good. Can we afford a TLC? Yes. Tornado tag. 10% injury chance. Hell in a Cell not happening. First member of any team that grabs. Okay, maybe a TLC. Maybe a TLC. I'm going to book that now and we'll come back to it. So that's a TLC. That didn't save. TLC. But there we go. What else have we got going on? And the feuds are just a load of ones. So people liked Bray versus Braun last week. They are both bruisers. So let's see how that goes. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that's something better done via callouts. So we don't have to sit through a match where I get an email from Triple H saying how they're not the best class together. So Bray is going to call out Braun. That's nice. Mid-card. Let's make it the most mid of mid-card. Kevin Owens is still recovering, but man, is he happy. Asuka also recovering. Who? So Akira, you've got a feud with Wolfgang. Ugh. I mean, should we make this a triple threat to get some variety in there? Who else could you? Well, you want two faces in that kind of deal. You know what? Specialist, Montez Ford. You've not done much for a while. And then let's get some ladies on. Now, we do have two women's feuds currently active, but Asuka's still a bit tired. Natty is off because she's busy. So let's just do you two after your excellent thing last week. In a casket match. No, I need the talent. Right. So it's $23,000 right now. I'm tempted to just heat up a load of feuds. No, wanted Braun calling out Bray. And then left we've just got these folks. So let's do a good old-fashioned charity promo with Angelo Dawkins. That's too expensive. Okay, no charity promo. We've done a lot of those, haven't we? Advertising's cheap. Yeah. Let's get some money. Let's get some money because we don't have any money to spend right now, much money, and that is affecting. Although we've got this TLC opener, TLC tag time. I mean, that really should be the main event. Let's switch those. So weirdly, we're opening with the world title match. Got a three-way. This is good. This is good booking. I've got no money for show logistics. Should I play one of these? I feel like I'm going to do that closer to a health spa, more stamina. Who could that go on? I could really, really boost up Kevin Owens. Carlito's just not gaining stamina. To recover 18 more stamina this week. Maybe I do that. I feel like I don't need it though. I'm going to keep that in the bag right now. Pre-match physio. Yeah, I'm okay with all of that. Yeah, okay. With 1 minute to spare.
That was a nice little sunny break then. The Costa del Sol from Final Fantasy VII. Oh my god. Alright, okay, cool.
Uh-oh.
Oi! Get out of it, you. Do you know what? What have I got? Yeah, do you know what? Forget it, Eddie. Coward! I don't know if the losses. Is there something you could match me up against? Her name was Lola. Yeah, yes, I can. Sure thing, Lola. You're welcome. Rest your solo champions this week. Right. Okie dokie. Do I look at yous? Do one of these. Let's book a show first. So, first question is, where are you, Bailey? What are you at? Stamina 44. That's not ideal. Because what I was thinking is I was going to try and just blow off Bailey and Alba because... Oh, they're actually closer than I thought. Okay, do you know what? Let's do Bailey and Alba. Because she's fit enough to at least do a match. And we're going to open with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Stax. It's not the right match types, I know, but it is what it is. They're both popular guys. Stax in particular, you know, he's in that sort of top tier at the moment. And I've got my promos bit sorted out because what I'm going to do is a class change with a Moss. He's going to become a fighter. Then I'm going to have a call-out promo of Cody calling out AJ and a call-out promo of Roman calling out Moss. To further that rivalry, and that's to make Moss a fighter, which is much better to go against that babyface Bruiser. My other mid-card match that I've got planned here is I've got a triple threat with, so I'd actually written down Vice and Lash, because they are actually hilariously in, oh yeah, that's great. So Lola Vice and Lash Legends. And then I was going to throw in an Ivy Nile in there, just to give it a little bit of variety. But is that the best use of you? Well, I don't want to put Kairi Sane in there or Nia Jax. So, and the Gigi Dolan is a specialist, so actually works better to put as Gigi Dolan in there. And she does want to face off against Chelsea Green, so that works out. And where are you? Yeah, she's more popular as well. And she's a specialist, so it kind of works out. Promised Lola Vice that wouldn't be against Chelsea Green. Lovely stuff. Great, so that's Lola Vice, Lash Legend, and Gigi Dolan there. And then my other match was going to be Thorpe and Razor. So let's do that one, because they are currently in a feud. Now, I might do this as a big stip match. I don't do that as a big stip because Bailey's a bit low. But they've got the stamina, so I can gimmick that one up a little bit. They've also got stamina, so I might just make that a little cheeky tables match, you know. I haven't done a lot of that in this run thus far. They're not like hugely much more popular, are they? Maybe I'll swap those round. And I'm just going to make that a normal match. I'm just worried about it outperforming. And it makes sense that they're in the main event. It's not a huge main event though, is it? But my people are poorly. So that is 31k. Quick maths means I do have 50 grand to spare, which means I can upgrade one of these. So I can get the email campaign is probably the best one to get. You get a +1 show compensation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the email campaign for 50 grand. Lovely, look at that. My budget is, I've got $1,000 left. Lovely, great, good that, good that. So I think I'm going to save that. And I've got that as well to do at some point, but I might do that in the next cycle. Or do I save? I might do that one next week. Yeah, do that one next week, and then I'll play that at the same time. Because then that'll be for the Go Home show. And then maybe I'll do that the week after, and that will then go into effect on the pay-per-view, and then I might play that one at the pay-per-view. Potentially. Alright, I think I'm good. I think I am done there. Everything else is pretty standard. Maybe I'll just switch these. Let's just switch those around. Let's end off with the gimmick match, eh? Why not? I mean, that literally makes no difference. That's just for my own kayfabe life. I am right in thinking that, yeah. Oh, poor AJ. He lost 7 popularity by not being on the show last week. That seems so insane. It just seems mad that they lose so much by just not being booked on the show, because I can't book them on the show every week. Great. Okay, good. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, remind me not to listen to Radiohead.
Why?
Oh, I love them more than anything, but it's not the right energy for this show. I'm listening to videotape.
Ooh.
It's quite sad
Yeah,
now.
oh, yeah.
He's saying it's the best day he's ever had, but it doesn't sound like it.
How was your week?
Yeah, it started off annoying. I got it wrong with Bron. Got it wrong with Bron. Out in cinemas soon. Because I thought he said, next week I want better advertising.
Right.
What he actually said was, on the my next appearance I want better advertising.
I see.
And I booked him on that show.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to. So that he was very annoyed.
So the last thing you said before you opened up your emails was your plan is to keep everyone happy.
Yes.
Yeah. How did that work? And that's worked out?
Well, Bron Breaker's incredibly unhappy now. I promised him something and I didn't follow through.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kit Wilson was like, I'm having a terrible time. I'm like, what? And he's like, I'm going to leave right now if you don't give me $100,000. And I thought, he's saying right now. If he was saying this is my last week, absolutely a casket match.
Yeah.
But because he's saying right now, and he is currently in a level 4 rivalry for the tag titles,
Yeah.
so I paid the $100,000. Oh. So now I had no money for my charity promos.
No!
I've just got, So this is what we've got 2 call-outs and advertising promo. So this should be a good show because we've got a lot of big feuds paying off. So Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the title, long running, blows off the feud.
It's not
Classic.
going to blow off the feud though, is it? You're only on week 7.
Oh, does it not? But it's hit 4.
Yeah, but it can only go so it gets to 4 and then it can only end on the go-home show or the pay-per-view.
I've never been in a position to do this.
The only way it can blow off in a non-week like that is when you do it in a steel cage.
I did have the money for a steel cage. Kit cleared me out. Okay, so...
Oh, Smeg, so I've just remembered, you've done the TLC match to also end off that rivalry, but that's not going to end off that rivalry because... Which might actually then put them into cooldown.
Well, at least that's great.
That's going to do, you know.
So hopefully Gunther and Sami is still a 4.
Yeah, I'd
because
say
nothing.
Should say it's still a 4.
Yeah. Okay, but Brom versus Bray in a promo. Great on the mic, Bray. Little mid-card action. People said they enjoyed
Tozawa was a bit sore there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Mediocre. That's okay. We've got another one there. Another call-out, does it?
Oh, it does. Look at
that is popping out of nowhere.
Look at Bron's face there is actually what his face was when he was sending you emails as well.
Yes, it was. Because I thought, well, people didn't like the match they had last week. Let's build the feud on the mic.
Yeah, nice.
This is just a rivalry. Yeah. Kalani Jordan, Cora Jade. Loads of stamina.
Yeah, Kalani Jordan, 2 wins on the bounce.
And it didn't further... Just stuck in level 1-0.
Hey!
Got some money. And he didn't lose any popularity.
That's a good thing.
And here's the match I spent $125,000 on.
Fraction win again! And it's a 4.5-star classic.
Okay, and their rivalries are just at 4,
well,
hopefully.
I don't know. So here's what we got going on Monday Night Raw. We're kicking things off with Bayley and Alba Fire, who are currently in a rivalry. Was considering ending this with a steel cage so I can move Bayley onto other things, but that is less than I thought it was going to be. But that is up to a 3.
Oh, I've just seen what's coming up next.
That's right. He is now a fighter.
Cost $10,000.
Yeah.
Oh, not a baby face to heel. He's
going
to right
because Roman is a face bruiser, so then their class types are now better. Eddie Thorpe sent me an email. Raw's a joke. I want out of here unless you pay me $100,000. And I was like, no.
You're Eddie Thorpe.
You're Eddie Thorpe. I've got what a level 1 rivalry with Razor. I think I'll be all right, Tar. And he emailed me back and said, I'll give you one more chance.
Oh.
Coward.
Instant coffin match. Casket
match. So if you can get a win here, that would really help me. Hey, because
might be happy.
that'll improve his mood a little bit. Mediocre.
Not his in-ring work.
2. Where are you? There you are. 2. I did write you down. Call out promo. AJ calling out. Sorry, Cody calling out
Grow
AJ.
that rivalry.
So AJ last week was at 95. He didn't feature on the show. I went to check him today. He's at 87.
Yeah.
He lost 8 popularity by not being on the show. That seems madly outweighted because I can't keep him on the show all the time.
You're not a good booker, Luke.
But he'll be fit and healthy next week, so that's that. Lola Vice emailed me saying that she wanted her to face someone other than Chelsea Green, which is great because she's in a feud with Lash Legends.
Perfect.
And I can put Gigi Dolan in there as well.
Bruiser and fighter specialist.
Lola Vice gets the win, so not only did I give her what she wanted, she also won double happy. And a 1.5 stars. And that goes up to a 2. Thanks. And then Roman calling out Amos now that they are matching class types. Lovely.
Very good, and you're growing that
And then
rivalry.
the main event is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Stacks Lorenzo. Shinsuke Nakamura gets the win. Yes, and it started a feud.
Oh, because it was an Extreme Rules match. I was like, why is this the main event?
Knack. Also because they are amongst, like, Stacks is like my 5th most popular person.
Mm.
Stacks 1. Delightful. Don't mind that at all, mate. Don't care what
we'll skip all this.
Do not care what you guys are doing. Mutiny. Don't care what you guys are doing. Although Rhea Ripley's back. So ECW, amazing booking for ECW because you've got 4.5 and a 4.5. That's going to do you very well, isn't it?
Can I just check?
So
the rivalry is still at 4.
Still at 4.
And
Still at 4.
At 4.
Ho, ho, ho.
How long can I keep booking them in the same match?
Try it next week. See what happens.
And then we've got that. So stuff's cooking.
Mate, you've got
3.
There's a lot to go on with for your
I'm happy
your
with that.
thingy, your go home show. And then I've got this at a 3, that's a 2, that's a 2, and that is a 1, that's a 2, and that's a 2. Lovely. Okie dokie. Right, so actually, I was about to say not big weeks, but you had a pretty big week for you with this amazing booking.
I know. And I didn't spend... Like, this is my cheapest show I've ever done. There's no charity promos on there.
No charity promos, no gimmick matches that get you fans.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So this is purely on the strength of the booking.
31.
That's so disappointing. I'm so used to 40, 50, 60k.
So yeah, hell of a show, ECW.
No extra fan bonuses. I don't like it. I veered off from my usual strategy.
It's because you had no money to do the charity promos.
I made 52 grand though.
Yeah.
That was good. So can I just see?
Of course you can.
Wolfgang and Montez Ford, but still, yeah, just telling me what happened. Elton Prince isn't looking happy. He's the other one, isn't he?
Yeah.
I gave Kit 100 grand.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're talking, aren't they? Wyatt was called out. Yep, that's going well. What a fluke. Can't believe Sami Zayn is the new champion, and about time. Okay, that promo by Angelo Dawkins was pretty good. He didn't lose any popularity. Feels like this could grow into a legendary rivalry between Wolfgang and Akira Tozawa.
That's very Twitter to talk about something that isn't actually that impressive and call it legendary. This will feed families.
Yeah. Great match with Axiom. And Kit made the match special. Maybe he was motivated by
What, he got 100 grand in his pocket?
Yeah. Sami Zayn gets paid. Okay, it is what it is.
So 31.
Standard week.
31 for Ollie Davis. Let's see what Monday Night Raw gets. 23 is still big.
Oh, the lead increases.
Damn it. On paper, you wouldn't have thought the stars of Nakamura and Chang Lorenzo would work together, but it was a great fight regardless. You hear that, Triple H, if you send me an email next week. Lola Vice winning a match, the streak is over. Roman's trying to lay down the law to a Moss in a promo that kind of sucked. No one can accuse Raw of repetitive matches, mixed it up. Gigi Dolan, what a fluke. Raw is the show to watch, and Shinsuke Nakamura is the reason for another win. Blah, 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 blah. Slowly pulling ahead of NXT Mutiny, putting on better shows over the last few weeks. Always good to see Stacks in Extreme Rules matches. Keep them coming. That was pretty much what I expected in terms of, because it was not a big week for me. I had like all of my lower stars on there, while all my big stars are currently recovering, but are all back next week. And NXT gets 29 for NXT.
Ava beat you this week.
Ava did beat me this
She's got
week.
a lot of money. And what did Punk do?
Mutiny got 35.
Whoa,
Big week for Punk.
Phil, loads of money there.
Oh, man. I was the loser of the week. Still second, but I was the loser of the week.
The lead increases to 30,000 fans at the top.
Still no men's champ for Ava as well. That looks good.
Yes.
The lead increases, man.
I'm
30.
so happy with that.
Yeah. You know what? And you should be, because that was a no gimmick week.
No gimmick week.
Yeah.
Yeah, just standard great booking.
Just keep putting those 4-star feuds out there.
Yeah, sure, I misunderstood the mechanics of the game. But it's worked in my favour.
Maybe that's your strength.
Is ECW going to run her into the ground until her bones break? Maybe.
It is an option. And you can go watch that episode right now over at patreon.com/WrestleTalk, where you can get each and every episode of this season of the Monday Night War 1 week early and ad-free. Patreon.com/WrestleTalk. Until then, I have been Luke Owen, DAD, representing Monday Night Raw.
I've been Ollie Davis, representing ECW Monday Night Smash.
Jam that jam.